In this training video, we will discuss the issue of clipping. I know this question is going to come up, so I wanted to take a brief minute or so just to explain a couple of things. First of all, if this column says that your existing track is clipping by the designation of a yes here, don't be overly concerned. Clipping is relatively easy to measure. We just simply mathematically look at all the values and see whether or not they exceed the window in which the data is supposed to appear. And if they do, even a single point, then a clipping designation is indicated here. Now, if you'll think about this for a second, most of this data is at a frequency of 44.1. That means 44,100 points of data per second. So in a 3-minute song, you're going to have, I don't know, millions of points of data. And it very well could be in these highly compressed files, and most of today's music is highly compressed, that a single point or a few points are outside of the range. That does not necessarily mean that you're going to hear anything. So if you have files like I do that are on my MP3 player or my iPod and it shows that they're clipping, but when I listen to them I don't hear it, I wouldn't be concerned about it. Now, that being said, if you do this normalization and you apply track gain, and especially if when you apply the track gain you're increasing the value, and let me just do this here real quick. Let's move this up to say 100. And now when we look at this, we see we've gone from a situation where the data is not clipping to where it's going to clip, not clipping to where it's going to clip, not clipping until it's going to click. I would generally advise against this, because now you're taking data that wasn't clipping, and again, if it's highly compressed data, it is all probably very close to the margins of what would clip. And if you push it all up by 6.5, 7.2, or some significant value of decibels, and you cause it to clip, you may very well indeed hear the clipping in this case, where you don't hear it over here. So this is going to be something you have to sort of learn by trial and error. I just want to at least raise this topic with you so you get some feel for this in terms of how you might approach it and how you might think about it as you go ahead and use this information that's presented in the audio switch user interface here, this data specific to clipping. So that will conclude this brief training video. Thanks.